What if the secret to living to 100 wasn't locked inside a pill bottle or hidden in a high-end supplement? What if it was right there on your plate, something you could eat every single day? Meet Japan's oldest doctor, a man who lived well past 100, not by chasing trends or counting calories, but by sticking to a few simple foods, daily without fail. He stayed active, kept his mind sharp, and never stopped working with patients, even into his hundreds. So what exactly did he eat, and what can you learn from it starting today? Let's dig in. In the United States, the average lifespan is about 76. In Japan, it's over 84. But in regions like Okinawa, it's not rare to meet people in their hundreds, still walking, still gardening, still enjoying their tea. Their secret? It's not expensive treatments or complex routines. It's what they eat and how they live around it. Dr. Hideo Nakazawa, one of Japan's oldest practicing doctors, was over 100 years old and still going strong. His approach? Humble foods, consistent habits, a life built around wellness, not just medicine. Today, you're going to learn 5 daily eating habits inspired by him and other Japanese centenarians. These aren't strict rules. They're gentle shifts, and they could completely change how you feel after 60. Let's begin with the most common trap people fall into: eating past fullness. Mistake number 1, eating until you're stuffed and ignoring hara hachi bu. In the West, we're told to clean our plates, finish strong, and never waste food. Bigger portions mean better deals, right? But in Okinawa, where people routinely live past 100, there's a simple phrase that guides every meal: hara hachi bu, which means eat until you're 80% full, just 80%, then stop. Why does this matter? Because stopping before you're full reduces the stress on your digestive system. It helps your organs rest. It keeps inflammation low and metabolism steady. Even the National Institute on Aging found that moderate caloric restriction improves longevity and lowers disease risk. Dr. Nakazawa practiced this daily. He said feeling a little hungry after eating kept his mind clear, his body light, and his energy balanced. Let's take an example. Mary is 67. She always believed meals weren't over until you felt full. But lately she noticed she was more tired after lunch, more bloated, and gained weight despite eating healthy. When she started pausing at 70%, checking in with her body, everything shifted. Less fatigue, better sleep, and meals became more enjoyable. So tonight, slow down. Put your fork down between bites. And when you feel just satisfied, not full, pause. That's where the magic begins. Mistake number 2, forgetting about beans and plant proteins. When we talk about protein in America, we think steak, chicken, eggs, and yes, those can have a place. But in Okinawa, one of the longest living populations on Earth, most protein doesn't come from meat. It comes from plants. We're talking about soybeans, tofu, miso, edamame, natto. These aren't trendy superfoods in Japan. They're everyday essentials. Why are they so powerful? Soy contains complete plant protein, meaning all the essential amino acids your body needs. It also packs in isoflavones that help reduce inflammation, lower LDL cholesterol, and support bone and brain health. Dr. Nakazawa ate tofu almost daily. He once said that fermented soy helped him stay light, both in body and mood. Now meet Charles, 72, a retired veteran who never touched tofu in his life. He thought it was bland, maybe even bad for men's health, but after watching a special on Japanese centenarians, he gave it a try. He started with tofu stir-fry once a week, then added miso soup to breakfast. After 3 weeks, lower blood pressure, no more post-meal crashes, and his doctor cut back his statins. You don't have to become vegetarian, but balance matters. Try adding lentils, black beans, or tofu just twice a week. Your body might thank you. Mistake number 3, ignoring fermented foods. You've heard of probiotics. Maybe you've tried pills or powders that promise gut health. But in Japan, real fermented foods are the first line of defense. Not a supplement, but a lifestyle. Dr. Nakazawa started every morning with miso soup. Warm, savory, fermented. He called it his daily gut reset. It's not just tradition, it's science. Fermented foods like miso, natto, pickled vegetables, and fermented seaweed are rich in live bacteria that improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and strengthen your immune system. Western diets are low in these foods, but adding even a small serving can make a huge difference. Let's talk about Doris, 70, a retired school teacher. She struggled for years with irregular digestion and bloating. She tried everything, from fiber powders to digestive enzymes. Nothing worked. Then a Japanese neighbor gave her a jar of authentic miso paste. She began sipping warm miso broth every morning. Within 10 days, her digestion improved. Her belly felt lighter, her energy smoothed out, and she even said her mood felt brighter. No drastic change, just a spoonful of fermented food. Try it, you might feel it too. Next, we're moving into something that's been wrongly feared for decades, a food that's been blamed for weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and aging. But in Japan, it's a staple that fuels daily life, and it just might be your secret weapon. Let's talk about this next. Mistake number 4, fearing carbs and skipping sweet potatoes. Let's get real. In the West, carbs have become the enemy. Every diet tells you, cut carbs, skip the bread, toss the rice. Seniors especially are warned to stay away from starch. But in Okinawa, carbs are king. In fact, Japanese purple sweet potatoes make up more than 60% of daily calories for many centenarians. That's right, not rice, not meat, sweet potatoes. But here's the thing, they're not your average spud. These purple sweet potatoes are loaded with anthocyanins, those powerful antioxidants that give them their deep purple color. These help protect your blood vessels, fight cellular aging, and reduce inflammation. They also contain fiber, which keeps your digestion smooth and blood sugar steady. And they're packed with potassium and vitamin C, both vital for heart health and immune function. Even better, they have a low glycemic index. That means no sugar crashes, no blood sugar spikes, just slow, steady fuel. Dr. Nakazawa often chose sweet potatoes over rice. He believed they were gentle on the gut and strong for the soul. Let's meet Paul, age 69. He was pre-diabetic, constantly tired and always craving snacks. He'd cut out all carbs, even the good ones. But his energy kept crashing, and he wasn't feeling better. His nutritionist finally suggested something different. Steamed Japanese purple sweet potatoes. No sugar, no frying, just simple. Paul started with half a cup at lunch. Within 2 weeks, his blood sugar leveled out, his cravings dropped, and he had energy that lasted all afternoon. So don't fear carbs, just choose smart carbs, like the Japanese do, especially the purple kind. Now we're moving into something that's less about food and more about mindset, something powerful that most people overlook when it comes to living longer. It's not a vitamin, it's not a supplement, it's not even on your plate, but it might be the most important thing, Doctor. Nakazawa practiced every day of his life. It's a philosophy, a rhythm, a way of living. Dr. Nakazawa didn't follow a strict diet. He never counted calories or measured macros. Instead, he lived by a rhythm, a joyful, simple rhythm. Each morning, he woke up early, not to rush, but to breathe. He'd have miso soup, walk outside, read something inspiring. He didn't overeat, not out of guilt, but out of respect for his body. He avoided elevators, took stairs, and kept moving. Even in his 90s, he never stopped learning, giving lectures, writing books, and he smiled a lot. He once said, "To stay young, you must stay curious and enjoy life." Let me tell you about Marie. She's 71. She used to count everything, sugar grams, calories, carbs. She stressed over every label, every bite, and it made her anxious, tired, stuck. Then she came across Dr. Nakazawa's story. Something clicked. She stopped obsessing and started flowing. She began walking each morning. No headphones, just birds and breath. She ate slower, sipped green tea in the afternoons, planted herbs in her window and watched them grow. That rhythm, it transformed her. Not just her health, but her joy. So here's the truth. Health isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, rhythmic. You can eat all the right foods, take all the right pills, and still feel off if your life feels rushed, restricted, or joyless. That's why before you try to fix your diet, fix your pace. Add something quiet to your morning. Smile at your lunch. Watch the wind in the trees after dinner. This isn't fluff, it's medicine. Remember, don't just count protein, Count peaceful moments. Don't just reduce sugar, increase laughter. Don't just fix your meals, nourish your spirit. If you're not sure where to begin, start small, start simple, start joyful. Start like the doctor who lived past 100, with grace, curiosity, and a spoonful of miso. Now let's bring it all together. What are the 5 powerful habits you can take from Japan's oldest doctor and the long-living Okinawans? Let's recap the 5 gentle shifts, each backed by science and lived by the longest living people on Earth. First, eat until you're 80% full. Stop before you're stuffed. It helps your digestion, your energy, and your longevity. It gives your body space to rest and repair. Second, add more plant protein, tofu, lentils, edamame. They're not only easy to cook, but easy on the body. They support heart health, reduce inflammation, and keep you energized. Third, include fermented foods, a spoonful of miso, a bite of pickled radish. These give you the gut-friendly bacteria your system needs to stay strong and balanced. Fourth, choose smart carbs. Skip the sugar bombs. Embrace purple sweet potatoes. They fuel your body without crashing your system. And fifth, live with rhythm. Not just routine, not pressure. Rhythm, a life that breathes with you, that gives space for joy, curiosity, lightness. Each of these practices supports your heart, your brain, your digestion, your independence. And you don't need to change your whole life. Just start with one bite, one habit, one breath between spoonfuls. Which one speaks to you today? Tell us in the comments, because your choice might inspire someone else watching. And up next, we're exposing a popular health food that's secretly making seniors feel older, not younger. You do not want to miss it. But before we wrap up, remember this. You don't need a perfect plan to live longer. Just steady steps, simple habits, a joyful rhythm. Try miso, steam a sweet potato, smile during lunch. These small acts, they add up, they matter. This isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Who's with me? Drop a spark emoji in the comments if you're starting your longevity journey today. And I'll see you in the next video, where we uncover a so-called healthy food that may be secretly aging your body faster than you think. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the health food that might actually be making you feel older, not younger. You've seen it on every shelf, in every health aisle. It's marketed as clean, natural, protein-packed. But for many older adults, it's causing more harm than help. I'm talking about protein bars. Yep, those chewy, shiny, snackable bars that promise strength and energy in a wrapper. But here's what they don't tell you. Many protein bars are loaded with added sugars, artificial sweeteners, processed oils, and preservatives. Some contain more sugar than a candy bar. And the protein, it's often isolated, low quality, and stripped of the nutrients your body actually needs. When you're 60 or older, your digestion slows down. Your metabolism changes. Your pancreas and liver aren't as forgiving as they used to be. And when you throw in high-sugar, low-fiber foods, like most protein bars, you're setting yourself up for inflammation, digestive distress, and energy crashes. Let's look at Barbara, age 73. She was active, walked daily, but kept getting bloated after snacks. She swapped lunch for bars, thinking they were clean. But she constantly felt tired. Her joints ached, and she didn't know why. Until her dietitian asked her to stop eating protein bars for just 1 week. Within days, her digestion improved, her bloating vanished, and her afternoon energy came back. Why? Because those so-called health bars were messing with her gut and blood sugar more than she realized. So what should you do instead? Skip the wrapper. Choose real food, whole food, and yes, even food that takes a little longer to prepare. Dr. Nakazawa always believed in what he called earth-made meals. His protein didn't come from bars or powders. It came from tofu, small portions of fish, edamame, natto, and lentils. He said, if your great-grandmother wouldn't recognize it, don't eat it. Instead of protein bars, try this: a boiled egg with sea salt and sesame, a miso soup with tofu cubes, a handful of roasted chickpeas, a bowl of warm oats with ground flaxseed. These are simple, digestible, and kind to aging bodies. And if you're craving something sweet, A slice of baked Japanese sweet potato with a sprinkle of cinnamon will hit the spot and fuel you instead of draining you. The bottom line, just because something is marketed as healthy doesn't mean it's healthy for you. Now let's go back to the roots of real nourishment. What were the daily staples that Dr. Nakazawa swore by? What did he eat every single day that helped him live past 100? Let's break it down. First, miso soup. Every morning, without fail. Made from fermented soybeans, miso is rich in probiotics that fuel your gut, support your immune system, and balance your mood. It also contains vitamin K, which supports bone health, so important after 60. Second, seaweed. Not the stuff you get at trendy sushi bars. I'm talking about wakame, kombu, nori, used in simple broths, salads, or just sprinkled on rice. Seaweed is rich in iodine, magnesium, and antioxidants that support your thyroid and reduce inflammation. Third, small amounts of fish, not fried, not breaded, but steamed or grilled. Especially mackerel and sardines, both loaded with omega-3s that nourish your heart and brain. Fourth, steamed vegetables, often seasonal, often local. Daikon radish, carrots, bamboo shoots, gently cooked, lightly seasoned. These support digestion and are rich in fiber and phytonutrients. And finally, green tea. Sipped, not chugged. Shared, not rushed. Green tea is full of L-theanine, which calms the mind and sharpens focus, along with antioxidants that protect your cells. Let me paint you a picture. Dr. Nakazawa's typical day wasn't filled with calorie counting or trendy diets. It began with movement, just 20 minutes of walking, then a warm bowl of miso soup, perhaps a side of pickled veggies. Lunch was steamed rice with seaweed and tofu. Dinner was light, maybe a grilled fish, some greens and tea. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, but everything intentional. And the key, he didn't just eat food, he had a relationship with food. It wasn't a transaction, it was a ritual. He gave thanks, he slowed down, he chewed, he noticed. Compare that with how many people eat today, in the car, in front of a screen, between errands. That kind of rushed eating, it affects digestion, mood, even sleep. So here's your challenge. Just once a day, eat a meal slowly, mindfully, with no distractions. Put your fork down between bites, chew fully, taste your food, feel it nourish you. That alone, done daily, can add years to your life. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but where do I start? Don't worry, you don't have to overhaul your kitchen or throw out your pantry overnight. All it takes is one simple habit. One bowl of miso in the morning, one steamed sweet potato with lunch, one mindful meal a day. That's where transformation begins. Remember, longevity isn't about discipline. It's about rhythm, respect, curiosity. Coming up next, we'll talk about the biggest myths surrounding aging and energy, and how Japanese elders over 90 are still more active than most people in their 50s. You'll be surprised at what's holding you back, and how one small change can unlock a whole new level of vitality. So don't go anywhere. Let's keep going. All right, here's a myth that needs to be shattered. The idea that getting older means getting slower. You hear it all the time. I'm just not as energetic as I used to be. My metabolism has slowed down. That's what aging does. But here's the truth. Your energy doesn't have to disappear as you age. You just need to stop doing the things that drain it and start doing the things that build it. Let's look at the elders in Okinawa, Japan, home to some of the world's longest living, most energetic seniors. People in their 80s and 90s are walking daily, tending to gardens, cooking for themselves, and even dancing. And they're not fueled by energy drinks or supplements. They're powered by habit, movement, and mindset. Dr. Nakazawa used to say, movement is the medicine you don't need to swallow. And he lived that truth. Even at 98, he took the stairs, carried his groceries, stretched in the mornings. Not because he was trying to work out, but because he saw movement as part of living. Let's meet Tom, 68. After retiring, he spent most days sitting, watching TV, scrolling on his phone, dozing off mid-afternoon. His doctor said his blood pressure was up, his joints were stiff, and his cholesterol was climbing. Instead of prescribing pills, his new doctor suggested something different. 10 minutes of walking after every meal. That's it. No gym, no machines, Just gentle, walking around the block. Within a month, Tom dropped 5 pounds. His blood sugar leveled out. His knees hurt less. And guess what? His energy came back. That's the magic. Energy isn't lost with age. It's buried under habits that aren't serving you anymore. So here's a challenge straight from Dr. Nakazawa's playbook. Move your body every day, even if it's just a little. After breakfast, take a short walk. After lunch, stretch for 5 minutes. After dinner, put on music and sway. It's not about burning calories. It's about building circulation, warming your joints, sending oxygen to your brain. That's what keeps you young. Now there's one more thing we haven't talked about yet, and it might be the most important of all. It's not a food. It's not a walk. It's a feeling. Dr. Nakazawa often said, "A meal is incomplete without someone to share it with." In Japan, elders don't just eat alone in front of a TV. Meals are shared. Tea is poured for each other. Even a bowl of rice feels sacred when it's shared with love. Loneliness is one of the biggest silent killers after 60. It increases inflammation, raises stress hormones, weakens the immune system. But sharing a laugh, talking over dinner, even sitting in silence with someone you care about, it heals you. So if you're eating alone every day, consider inviting someone over, or go eat in the park, or call a friend during tea time. Food is better when it's shared. Life is better when it's shared. Let's recap everything we've learned from the Japanese oldest doctor. Not just what he ate, but how he lived. Here are the 7 daily practices he followed, the ones that carried him past 100 with a smile on his face and a spring in his step. 1. Start your day light with warm soup, a walk, and something to read. 2. Eat whole, earth-grown food, miso, seaweed, tofu, steamed veggies, sweet potatoes. 3. Skip fake health snacks, no protein bars, powders, or diet fads. 4. Move after every meal. Even a short walk makes a difference. 5. Eat slowly and gratefully. Don't rush. Savor your food. 6. Share your meals. Connection is food for the soul. 7. Smile often. Joy is the best anti-aging medicine. Now here's your invitation. You don't need to move to Japan. You don't need to eat perfectly. You just need to start small and start today. Maybe tomorrow morning, you make miso soup instead of toast. Maybe you stretch while the kettle boils. Maybe you walk while the sun is still low in the sky. Maybe you invite someone over for lunch, even if it's just soup and rice. These aren't big things, but they are the right things. Dr. Nakazawa didn't chase youth. He welcomed age with grace. He knew that health isn't about controlling your body. It's about listening to it, respecting it, nourishing it, moving it, and loving it, wrinkles and all. You have the power to do the same right now, no matter your age. So who's starting their longevity journey with me? Drop a comment in the comments if you're going to make miso tomorrow. Drop a walking man if you'll walk after lunch. And drop a heart if you're ready to age like the doctor did, peacefully, joyfully, and with purpose. In our next video, we'll uncover 5 silent habits that are unknowingly aging you faster and how to stop them before they steal your vitality. But for now, remember, eat well, move gently, love deeply, live fully. See you in the next one.